On the private messages manager in the messages page, we can create a new message. We can mark things as read. You can mark it as unread. You can trash it. You can change your settings here. When you click My Settings, you'll get a pop-up screen. You can lock the inbox, you can email new messages, and you can auto-purge messages after a specific amount of days. In addition, you can edit the settings for the private messages component, and you can change the permissions as to who has access to this specific area. When you get a new message, there'll be the subject line, whether or not it's read, who it was from, and the date it was received. And you can click to sort this column right here. And you can also filter messages by read, unread, or trashed. Remember too, that if you change the status on what you're viewing, and you attempt to go filter your searches as well, that these are independent of each other. So this filter here, if it's set to read, and you're attempting to look for something that isn't in the red filter, so to speak, you won't be able to find it. This clear button also does not clear this filter. You notice that didn't change. Over here on the right, when we click clear, this clears the filter that you set here. So you can actually type in 2 or 3 letters and it'll filter pretty accurately and precisely. This just tells you obviously whether it was read, marked unread, or trashed, and what have you. So if you want to get back to the default view, in any screen in Joomla, when you see a filter like this, you want to make sure that you are in fact at the top level there, looking at that select status, and that your results aren't, you're not looking at filtered results. A lot of times when you start getting a lot of content and you have to start using the filters to isolate specific pieces of content to make them easier to work with, it's a common mistake for people to forget that this clear button doesn't clear those filters. And then after a while you may think you're missing a piece of content or something disappeared on you, when in fact you're actually viewing the content through a filter. So make sure that everything's set back to default up here at the top. Hope that was helpful.